Hey guys, it's your girl Angie Smalls. We're here with our holiday edition. I hope you guys are chilling with your family, surrounded by gifts. We got Hazerd. He stopped by the show fresh off of a toy drive.
Yeah.
So you're definitely in the holiday spirit.
Feliz Navidad, bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. It was really cool. Shouts out to Hood Raised Lifestyle clothing brand. They partnered up with SEA. I think it's Soledad Enrichment Action, I think, or something like that. They had partnered up with them, and they had like a toy giveaway for the kids. They were doing haircuts for the kids.
That's awesome.
My boy, shout out to homie C's. He was on the grill,
Nice.
cooking, cheeseburgers and hot dogs for everybody or whatever. They had a bunch of games for the kids.
That's so
toys
nice.
for them. It was pretty cool. It was really cool. So shouts out to Hood Raised. They really did that. That was really dope.
Dope, man. I love our communities just out there and talking to the kids, man.
It's really cool. It's kind of a trip because like when I'm meeting kids that are younger than my kids, and they like my stuff, and I'm like, huh? For real?
Is that
You listening to what I'm saying? Really?
These kids are tapped in.
You know, I'm like, really? Yeah, like 12, 13 years old. I was at a toy drive. So this was the giveaway, but I was at the drive for it was actually the same group of people, where we collected all the toys. And I was like talking to some kids that were like 12, 13 years old. And they're telling me they like the music and whatnot. I was like, wow, that's cool. Timeless music is timeless music. There's like, the Motown era oldies or whatever that I like to listen to, like to this day. Good music is good music.
So can you open this bottle for me?
What are we doing?
So we're just going to have a little toast for Christmas.
You know what it was? She said Mr. 40 Ounce Fridays. Oh, this was a drunk.
It's Rosé Sunday.
It's Rosé Sunday. Rosé Sunday.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me see. What is it?
So you haven't missed a Friday,
No.
right?
I have not missed a Friday in 297. When this comes out, 98 Fridays.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So where did you start doing that? So if 290 episodes, no, let's get enough for you too. I don't want to take it off.
Yeah, I gotta drive.
Well, this is not that much.
All right. Yeah, so 298
What's
episodes.
that, like 2 years worth?
5.5.
Oh, okay.
5.5 years.
Okay, I'm bad at math, obviously.
5.5 years? Yeah.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Cheers, everyone. Merry
right.
Christmas.
They're not bad. They're not bad rosé. What is the collection? Prosecco.
You're making me drink most of it, but that's fine. I don't mind.
Yeah, I gotta drive. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, I was telling him I'm just still out of it not out of it, but recovering from last night. I saw you at the Conejo event.
Yeah, that was really dope. Nightmare Before Christmas 6. And I think I read somewhere, I don't know if this is accurate, but they're saying the last one that they're going to be doing.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I don't know how
Breaking
accurate that
news.
is. Yeah, but I was reading it on a page. They had tagged everybody as well. That was how I seen it.
How can you decide? How can that be decided?
I don't know.
Like never again. We're never doing this.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's, to drum up some interest or, publicity or something. I don't know. Maybe there will be one. I don't know, but I would like to see another one.
I went last year.
It's kind of cool to. Oh, were you there last year? I hosted last year.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I hosted.
Oh, that's
in a Santa hat, in a starter jacket.
Okay, then I seen you.
Yeah, the whole night.
I seen you there then, because I remember the starter jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the Raiders?
No, Lakers. The Cookies. It was the Cookies starter collab.
It was which venue was it at? I'm trying to remember. It was at.
That was Don Quixote.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hosted that.
Yeah.
I had a Lakers Santa hat. Shit was cool. was a good time.
So you didn't perform at this one though, right?
Nah, they had asked me to. Somebody had switched something, or an artist had pulled out or was pulling out or whatever the case was. But I was like, nah, I'm good.
Okay.
I,
You just wanted to.
I wasn't sure. I was working on a couple of things creatively, and I just didn't want to commit to something if I was busy doing something else. That's really what it was. Because I wouldn't want to half-ass a performance, especially for Rabs. So like, I respectfully declined, but as we got closer to the date, maybe like 2 days before, Conejo hit me up like, "Hey, bro, come through, guest list, you +3." So I was like, "All right, cool." Yeah, I looked at I could pull up. I didn't have anything going on, so I just knew, and what I thought would happen is what happened. I've just been recording a lot and doing a lot of stuff, and I wouldn't want to have to split my my focus or whatever the case was. Like while I'm shooting, videos, like multiple, and then recording, I'm finishing a new project. I just felt like it was a lot, to then actually have to like rehearse and sit down, lock in for a week and not do anything else. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
No, that's totally understandable.
So yeah, that's the only reason why I didn't. But I was available that night, so I pulled up. It was a good time. It was nice, right?
Hey, man, it was a blast. It was, we saw, well, obviously DJ Ricky won, was there, because he's the DJ for Conejo. I love seeing him scratch. Saw the Mizza there. Kool-Aid was in the house, little band.
That was really cool.
It was a great vibe, great times. So I love seeing Conejo perform. Anytime I can go do that, I definitely show up.
It was cool. My boy was doing shout out my homie Mark Ford. He was doing the behind the scenes and a recap video for Underground Hip Hop Blog. So there was one point where I was looking up, and I know the homie Eric Estrada, he was on guitar last night for Conejo. I was trying to get one shot because it was the homie Eric, the homie Mark, and then Rabs in front. And I was like, hey, I know these three guys. So I was trying to take a picture of all three of them. But then, like, right when I was going to, somebody kind of moved me a little bit, and I was like, It was a great night. Watching Rabs perform is a fun time. The band was real on point.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, it was dope. It was a good turnout.
Yeah, it really was. It was a cool night. I like when I'm able to do shit like that and I don't gotta work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I can actually just hang out, that's kind of cool. I
Yeah.
didn't like everybody kept asking me, "Oh, what time are you going on?" I was like,
Yeah, I heard people asking you that.
I was like, I'm not doing that tonight. Yeah, but it was cool. Shout out Underground Hip Hop Blog, and shout out Conejo. He always hits me up, like, when he has new stuff out, he'll just DM me real quick.
Really?
Like, yo, check this out. Yeah, like,
Okay.
yeah, he DMs me. Yeah, me and Rabs got a lot of mutual respect. I was locked up with one of his homeboys, and I was like, that was my celly. So, we've had some pretty like real conversations. Conejo's just a good dude, man. He's a man of principle, and doesn't really bend or fold for anybody. But he's also very very like humble, kind, and generous to people around him. You know what I'm saying? He's not he's not like some like evil, sinister dude. Shout out, SKM and everything. But in all you know what I mean?
Kingdom.
In all seriousness, though, right? Like he's an extremely like focused individual. You know what I'm saying? Like you can tell he puts his mind to exactly what he's doing. He's a fucking actor now.
Yeah.
With like multiple credits, and taken seriously in that world. Like those aren't like he's not doing like, and there's nothing wrong with it. If you have a good idea, you want to do it independently. But it's not like he's on a fucking Tubi movie. Like we're talking like he's
feature films.
He's on feature films.
Yeah.
And so, to me, like what he's been able to do in that lane is, almost more impressive, if not definitely like more impressive than everything he's done musically, which is like legendary in and of itself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how do you rap and can't promote and do shows? You know what I mean? Like, think about that. You're dropping, you got music coming out, but you can't really actually go tour, promote it, nothing. It's like this mythical thing. Stuff's coming out.
You mean because of
when he was you know, on the run or whatever the case was. About it, you can't. You're putting music out. Music's coming out. Whatever they had or whatever, the music was coming out, and he can't tour or promote it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? In an era when physicals were being sold, where if you went and you toured, you're gonna sell more CDs in that market, right?
Yeah.
He couldn't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With none of that, with the ability to do none of that, it was legendary.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like, to me, to watch him go from that to now where he's in feature films, it's like, applaud Doji.
Dude,
You know
that
what I'm
is.
saying? Applaud Doji. It's really dope. It's really dope to see.
It's amazing that these stories are so crazy, like super high level, like stories of redemption and getting out of.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and that's a really cool thing to see with when I see him, I see an older version of like the guy that I listened to, you know, when I was younger. I see this guy that actually got to grow up. Like, it's the equivalent to me is like, I think some of the people that are so highly regarded in rap died before they could, you know, really fully live their life, right? And you wonder what like
a Nipsey?
a Tupac. I wonder what a 50-year-old Tupac would look like. Of course, you wonder what would happen if Nipsey was still here. But you wonder what a 50-year-old Big would sound like. You wonder what, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then to see somebody like this gentleman who, you know, I could definitely understand, you know, when I heard the story, when I heard his story, it made sense to me. It wasn't something that I was like, oh my God, what is this? No, it was like, yeah, I know a guy like that. You understand what I'm saying? So it was like very relatable. And to go from him being like this figure spoken about, right? To meeting him and him rocking with me like, hey bro, I love your bars. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing. Love your freestyles. I watch that shit, homie. I love it. Like, that's just dope. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, speaking of, you know, your bars and stuff, how would you describe your music to people?
Intelligent gangster shit.
Okay, I
Yeah.
like that.
I think my music is informed of my environment, informed of my past, informed of my mistakes, informed of my wins, informed of my losses. So, you know, it's not that my story is so much more unique than anybody else's. It's just that the way that I've interpreted what has happened to me and the way that I'm, you know, able to express it is unique. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm doing is just telling people about myself, you know, from being young, stupid, running around, you know, holding pistols and trying to sell drugs and being fucking awful at it. And then, you know, doing a lot of other dumb shit, catching robbery charges, carjacking charge, and having to sit down, you know, did like a year in the county, and then I did a 5-year prison term. And so getting out of prison and coming home and wanting to make music, I had no idea, like the whole industry had passed me by twice.
What age were you when you were in the prison?
I started doing time when I was 18, and I think I went to prison when I was 21.
Wow.
I had no, honestly, I was a dick. Like, I was a terrible person. I could say that, you know, but, you know, I needed that. I wasn't gonna listen to anything else. In all seriousness, right? I remember my mom came to visit me when I was in the county, and she looked at me. She's like, "Well, at least in there you're safe. Like, I know you can fight and you're safe in there. I was afraid I was gonna have to bury you. So like, you know, when you hear that from your parents, like, oh, that's fucked up, you know.
Do you think you had any anger issues?
I maybe a little bit. I don't know. I did the anger management thing. Like, you know, I've taken the class. I've seen the iceberg with the tip of the iceberg of emotion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? But for those who know, okay? I've taken the class, you know? No, but I mean, like, maybe a little bit. I don't know. I couldn't call it. I was just a badass kid, honestly. And I mean, I could blame a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Parents divorce, whatever. You know, regular shit. But I was just a badass kid, honestly. Like, that's what it really came down to. I was a dick. I really was.
So I hear a lot of people that grew up in LA. I know you're from Ontario.
Yeah.
But is it kind of ring true for Ontario that you, growing up, you have to pick a neighborhood? Or a tagging crew?
I mean, so like, where I grew up at, my neighborhood was the neighborhood. Like, it is different. Like you said, I'm from the Inland Empire, and so like in Los Angeles, I've been in parts of LA where every other street is a different hood, right? It's a different neighborhood. And if you live on this street and your school's over here, you might have to pass through 3 hoods to get to school every morning. That's where that comes into play, right? Having to try to pick a side or making sure that you stay in school and you just pound the books and you don't be about that. You go play sports or whatever, you know? But kids deal with that you can navigate that. I mean, where I grew up, it was like, that was the neighborhood, right? And so like, it wasn't really, I always say it was like normal. It wasn't that, like, oh, I'm gonna be the biggest, baddest gangster. It was just like, these are my friends that I played Little League baseball with, and these are my friends that we end up in junior high together, and then we're going home one day and we get in a fight with another group of kids from over here. They were writing on the wall or whatever the case was, right? And then that's your homeboy that you've known since you guys were like 11 years old, and you guys are 30 now, right? So I've always said that. I've never understood, like, maybe for people that don't come from that lifestyle, I've never understood the fascination with, like, I just don't get it. I don't, like, when people ask that question, I'm always just like, I guess. I feel like certain stuff has become so popular, like on YouTube, like certain type of content, and I'm just like, I just want to rap, man. I just want to make rap songs and talk shit.
So you got songs with my boy Scheme.
Yeah. Shouts out Mr. Jerry Westmont.
So tell us how you and him, when did you guys first meet?
We met the day that we shot the music video with Bozo for the tributes.
So how did you guys get on a song and you guys never even met before?
So Bozo kind of like engineered the whole thing, or A&R'd it, I guess you would say. It was Bozo's record. Bozo hit me like, hey, what's up? I got a beat for you. You sent the beat to me. I was like, yeah, I fuck with it. And then I sent him my verse. I remember at the time, I think I had COVID. That's what it was. I was sick. So I told him I'll record it on my end. I'll just send it to you. So I waited till I was like a little better. I was, whatever the case was. I waited a couple weeks. I went in. I laid the verse. I sent it to them. They mixed it. I think it was Ernie G. Ernie G mixed the record. They mixed the record, and then I didn't hear the record until it was ready to come out.
Oh shit.
He was like, here, and it was Scheme, him, OJ. I was like, fuck, that's crazy.
That song is so good.
I was just like, fuck, that's crazy. Yeah, I really rock with everybody's verse on that thing.
Tribune, right? Or
Tributes.
Tribute.
Yeah, the tributes.
Let's talk about your 40-ounce Friday that you do every Friday.
Yeah. I just be rapping, drinking beer, grab a beat, put bars on it. I mean, it's really cool. We started it, so I started in 2000, we're in 2024. I started in 2019, me and my boy Urban. I started with him. He used to rap in a group called All Angles. He had stopped rapping, but he was making beats. At the time, he had hit me up. I wasn't making music. I had kind of quit. And he had hit me like, come on, bro. Like, I got some beats for you. Woo, woo. We met up. He played some stuff for me. I liked it. I went to his house. We started recording at his house. He had like a little mic. He has a little setup in the corner, like with the microphone. And then he has an MPC, like a turntable. Then he has his laptop, a couple speakers. Very efficient setup. This is his room, like his actual bedroom. And then he had a wall of vinyl. So it looked cool when we filmed it. I was rapping in front of like a big wall of vinyl. But we started with no following. And it was like that for about 2.5 years. Urban started a family. He's got a beautiful wife and kids and whatnot. And so he told me like he was kind of done doing the week-to-week filming with me. So I started working with my boy Danny Zico over at Room Z in the Valley. We started recording them there, and we like changed some stuff up. You know, we've added some lighting, little different camera work and whatnot. And that's, you know, been the evolution like over the 5.5 years plus we've been doing it. We went from, like I said, like really happy if we can get 1,000 views in a week. And then what happened was I put up an old video on TikTok. I put up a 40 ounce on TikTok. I had a buddy of mine that was bugging me to go start a TikTok account. When I started the TikTok, I was recommended like to him or whatever, and he like followed me. He's like, "Are you finally gonna like do?" He's on my ass. So then it was "She Make It Clap" by Soulja Boy. It was like a beat that went viral when Tory Lanez like rapped on it. I did a 40 ounce where I kind of mimicked his flow that he did on that, and I put it up on TikTok. Well, I just put it up on Instagram, like a regular 40 ounce Friday. I put it up on TikTok, I forgot about it. The next day, my boy's like, "Hey, fool, did you see it?" You know, whatever. I go and I look, and the TikTok had like 50,000 views.
Damn.
But I had never put nothing up. So I was like, "Oh, what the hell?" So I put like a video or two up, and then I remembered this one video that I had that was always pretty popular. It had done pretty well on Facebook like years before. So I took that video and I put it up, and I put this guy got blackout drunk, and then this happened. And it's just me, like, drunk as hell in the homie's living room. My boy Danny Zico. So, it was just me rapping, drunk in his living room. It went. Like, I put it up at like 2, 3 o'clock. Like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, like on a Saturday. And by midnight, it hit like 1 million views.
Wow.
Yeah, something like that. It was like, yeah, my phone was just going crazy, and I didn't know how to turn off the notifications on TikTok. I just kept getting them, and I was trying to open my phone, and like I just kept getting flooded with these TikTok notifications. That was crazy. That was annoying too. But that happened like 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago now. No, 3 years ago. That was like, yeah, because it was 3 Thanksgivings ago. And ever since then, you know, I've just had kind of a steady build, like on people knowing about the name, 40 Ounce Fridays. I own the name. I trademarked it. So, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of cool. I own the .com, bought that. And we're kind of working on some stuff, content and different content and product ideas around the name.
Okay.
Kind of really trying to build a little 40 Ounce Fridays universe.
That sounds good.
We're really, really excited. Yeah, so I'm excited, you know, about what we got coming on that front. If I could pull that one off, I'm gonna be like the fucking Mexican Tyler Perry. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have like a movie lot.
Oh,
dope.
shit.
I'm not even joking around. If I can pull it off, if I do this
So,
correctly, if I do
okay.
this correctly, I'm gonna be like, I'm
Okay.
gonna be rich as fuck.
So where would you, more
I'm
power to
rich
that.
as fuck.
Hey, I want that to happen. So let's say you're going to get a production lot. Do you have your eye on like, because they say production lots are being picked up like in Atlanta now, like that's the place to film now.
Right.
So any locations that?
In a perfect world, I'd be able to do it like near the hometown. I would love to be able to go like just like in Ontario or south of Ontario right there.
Build a production
I would love to.
lot.
That would be like a dream of mine. I'm gonna speak it into the universe.
Yeah.
That would be dope. Like if I could figure that out, and from what I've heard, the tax incentives out of state are just like better, and apparently it's just really expensive to run a studio out here. So like, I don't know. I might get into tax reform and shit. You know what I'm saying? Go holler.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go holler at Gavin Newsom's stupid ass and tell him, let's change some tax code around here.
They need to change that.
Cause like, why are you gonna make it like prohibitively expensive for people to do business in? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
That does, like, let's tax the shit out of this business until it just like doesn't even make sense to the bottom line.
California is the entertainment capital of the world.
Well, and I mean, yeah, because weather. But if you're able to, in some of these places, the weather's relatively fine. Yeah, you have little things, whatever the case is. Like in the South, you might have hurricanes or whatever the fuck. But there's earthquakes out here, right? So, I mean, if weather's still good-ish in other places, and even if it's not, if they're inside of a, like a big old, whatever the hell you call it.
Yeah, set could be built inside of
exactly.
a
If they're
warehouse.
an indoor set or whatever, air conditioning, the hell out of that, nobody cares. So it's like, I don't know. But I would love to though. A production lot.
The
like
Latino.
Yes.
Tyler Perry.
Let's do it, baby.
That guy's like a billionaire, isn't
rich
he?
as
Isn't he like
crazy.
a billionaire? He's like the male Oprah or something.
Yeah, that Vato's doing pretty well for himself, But he bet on himself too, This was doing like plays in like, churches and shit or whatever. Forgive me, I don't know if it was in a church actually or not. But I'm saying like little, he's doing plays, and he built it off of that. Like that's crazy if you think about it. It's pretty dope, It's
All you need is a plan, a strategy.
Yeah.
Systems and.
Yeah, so look out, 40 Ounce Fridays. We got a lot of cool shit that we're trying
I love that.
to do with it, with the name, with some merchandising, whatnot.
That seems next level. you
Yeah,
know?
I'm really excited for it actually. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I could talk about it even though like we're not completely done because like I said, I own the fucking name.
Right.
Suck it. But yeah, I'm excited though. I'm really excited to push forward on that project. Trying to get that all lined up as well was like, that's literally like another reason I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do The Nightmare Before Christmas. You know what I mean? Because when we had the conversation, it was back in like September. And I just knew, I was like, nah, I got too much coming up. So, I'm trying to take over the world.
Oh, shit.
You
gotta be strategic with it.
Why not? Chess, not checkers, baby. It's chess, not checkers.
All right, so let's give the people some more insight then. So, taking over the world includes doing more music or doing more collabs?
Definitely yes and yes. Okay. Let me see. So I got a project coming out called High Socks in Lo-Fi. It's me on the raps, Zapata the Ghost. He was performing last night with Brownsville. Zapata the Ghost did all the production. Engineered by the homie Sir Sayer out of the Wrecking Spot.
Okay.
Being mixed by the homie Syfe over at the Wrecking Spot, and then my boy Dodger Blue, like A&R the thing. He kind of put me and Zapata in the same room one time at the studio. He's like, you guys should do a project. So, like I said, High Socks and Lo-Fi, and it's hosted by the very, very, very legendary Julio G of Westside Radio.
Hell yeah. Shout out Julio G.
Yeah, I'll play you some stuff after. I actually have his voice, he'd have his voice on my record. That shit was dope. Like I was listening and I was like, I was in the studio while he was doing it, and like the speakers are on, and I'm just sitting there leaning up with my feet up, smoking a J. I felt like a rapper. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. That sounds dope as fuck, man.
Yeah, that was really cool. That was a really fun studio session. So, and then let me know I have something good because I was showing it to him and he goes, he looks at me, he goes, hey, Haz, so I fuck with it. I didn't know it was gonna be this good.
Oh shit.
So like, what else are we gonna do? Like, let's get this shit cracking. And I was just like, damn, Julio. Good looking out, bro. So like that vote of confidence for me meant a lot. You know what I mean? It's really cool. He definitely informed a lot of my youth, like as far as taste in music. Mm-hmm. I always said like I liked Cash Money, like early Cash Money. And I was talking to him one time, we were in the studio together, and he was telling me about, because I went in the booth, I was at the Hennessy Lounge. I went in the booth and there was Cash Money plaques, like leaned up against the wall.
Really?
And I was like, they had just remodeled the place, so not everything was hung up yet. So the Cash Money plaques are sitting there. I'm like, why is there a Cash Money? I'm reading it, and it's to Julio G. So I'm like, you got a Cash Money plaque? Or for, you know, I don't know if for one of the Hot Boys albums or if it was for Juvenile. I think it might have been for Juvenile. But it was because Julio broke Cash Money on the West Coast.
No shit.
He was the one that rang their records off.
Damn.
So he had had a big part in them being able to come out to the like West Coast market or whatever the case was, as far as like commercially.
Juvenile.
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I remember, like now I can think about it.
Slow
like,
motion for you.
I used to listen to like 92.3 The Beat, and he'd be ringing all the Cash Money shit off. They would play a gang of Cash Money on 92.3 The Beat, and that's why I would listen. So I was like, oh shit, that's literally how I started listening to Cash Money. So I'm a rapper. I'm a rapper, and I got a sponsorship with Cookies, like on the clothing side and shit and whatnot. So I'm out at a lot of places, and I'll be wearing like a jacket like this or something, and people will strike up a conversation. Well, Cookies, huh? So you big Cookies fan? Well, they send me clothes, brand ambassador, if you will, you know. Shout out my boy Lux, and shout out Burner, man. I've met him on a few occasions. He's a really intelligent individual and very, very cool, man. Just a really cool dude. He's got a lot going on, and you wouldn't know it, like by looking at him. You know, as far as him looking stressed out or whatever the case is, right? Or just being maybe like impatient with somebody, or like he's real chill. You know what I'm saying? He's very gracious with his time. You know, he's a fucking celebrity at every one of these like Cookies, you know, in stores that he'll pop up at, or opening, or whatever the case is, ribbon cutting, whatever, a strain pop off. You know, I've been to a couple of them with him. Man, I'll sit there and watch him do a line of 200 people, just waiting just to take a picture with him, and he'll do every single one.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying? And so like, you know, shout out to that dude. You know what I mean? Because he's definitely a type of person that I look at and look to and be like, oh yeah, okay, that's how you do that.
He's got work ethic.
Like a motherfucker. That dude, he's his health issues that he had have been public.
Yeah, he beat cancer.
Come on, you know what I'm saying? And he still grinding, like still pushing. Fuck out of here. Like that's, you know what I mean? So that dude's just, shout out Burn. Got a lot of respect for him. My boy Big Lux.
All right, guys. So we saw him give a special message to Jada Mac.
Yeah, I remember being that old and wanting to rap, right? And so whenever I see anybody and I can relate to that feeling of that person in that minute, I try my best. Not because who the fuck am I? I'm not trying to preach to nobody, but I do try my best if I can to reach out to that person and be like, hey bro, I see you. I see what you're doing. That's dope. If anything, hit me up, whatever, right?
I think that really says a lot about you, and
I mean, for me, it's just like, I know when I came home from prison, I had no idea. Like I was like thinking about it earlier, like the industry, if you will, like switched on me like twice. I went from when I started doing time in '06, it was like the beginning of people getting signed off of MySpace. Like Soulja Boy had popped off of MySpace, right? And then the Cassie Girl was off of MySpace originally. You know, a lot of these people, they had like hits on MySpace. I went away, that was the thing. I came home, MySpace was dead. Blogs had kind of came and already went, they were already out the door. And then social media had started, but the only way you was big in social media at that time is if you had already been big like in like MySpace or like the beginning of Facebook, and then you had a Twitter following, I couldn't figure it out for shit. Nobody, bro. Like, when I tell you, post something, get 2 likes, get 3 likes, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody was paying attention to nothing I was doing. You know what I mean? So, when I do see somebody like a Jada Mack, I'm like, that's dope. Like, keep pushing. And the way I first had heard about him, we were doing a music review on Icon Show, and I had given him, in his opinion, too low of a score. So he was turned up. He was like real pissed off. Icon FaceTimed me. I was in New York, and Icon FaceTimes me. I'm in the fucking hotel. I got, my lady's laying over here. Literally, like, my time's off. So he's FaceTiming me, and I'm trying to get a nap before we're going out that night or some shit. So he hits me. I'm like, what's cracking? And then turns the camera to J Max. Hey, fool, why'd you give me a 6.5? He was turned up, right? And it was like, I talked to him, and then we DM'd each other afterwards. And I told him, like, I wasn't trying to hate. I was treating him like an equal. I wasn't treating him like, oh, you're a good little 13-year-old kid. No, you an MC, right? This is what you do. You wrote those bars. Dope. Here's where I think it could have been doper. Because that's what I would do if my homie sends me something. Hey, what you think? Middle of your verse is shaky, bro. I'll tell him. Oh, I really love the first verse. The second verse is dope. I don't know if it goes with the record, bro. Hey, good looking out. It's no like, oh, you hating on me. Like, no, those are my guys. When I heard The Young Man, my thing was like, cool. I rock with the fact that you're trying to respect this arena. You're writing your own bars. You're coming with it as hard as you can. And I think at this point, this is what it sounds like to me on a scale of 1 to 10. But I told him, this isn't 6.5 and you suck. Stop rapping. It's like, nah, show me a 8 or a 9 or a 10. Show me what that looks like. I want to see that, you know? And he took, and I give it to him because he was like, all right, let's jump on a song, bar for bar. All right.
So you guys think you're going to really get that
like,
done?
all right, yeah, we'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. I rock with it because I like the energy behind it. His energy is purely off of competitiveness. He thinks that he can get on a song with me and rap better than me. He really thinks that.
Yeah.
That's dope. I love that for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I love if he likes it, I love it.
So any idea of like a concept if you guys did do a song together?
I gotta find the right beat. I gotta see what he's feeling. He's such a new artist. He doesn't have a ton of stuff, and I'm not sure where he wants to go. You know?
Would you ever do like a love track?
I got a couple coming.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, I was gonna show you a couple records after. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a couple things coming. Absolutely. I got a couple.
I love that rappers seem to really be not opposed to doing more love rap songs. I feel like.
I think it comes from, to me, to make a love record and have it really be authentic and have it connect, you have to have been in love, or at least thought you were. You know what I'm saying? You kind of have to have. You've had to have lived a little bit. So it's like, if you're gonna have like a teenage kid, and maybe he's, had a girlfriend since he was 11, and you got this kid that's 16, and he writes her a love song, right? Or you have a LL, right? And he does I Need Love. He was really young when he did that, but I mean, he's a great. But I feel like you had to have had experience, enough with women if you're really gonna rap about them. Because if not, if you think about it, a teenager, like if you listen to Chief Keef's early bars about women, it was just like, fuck a bitch, don't trust no bitch, or whatever, let a bitch suck his dick or something. Whatever the case is, right? Like very, you know what I mean? And so, but what was his experience as women? He's 15, 16, active in the hood. You know what I mean? He probably had the worst of experiences possible with the opposite sex. You know what I mean? You're not exactly, So that being said, I feel like, rappers are feeling that way because, they're probably dealing with one and they're like, I can rap about her.
I mean, that just makes me think of Kendrick's new record that I feel like he's got music on there, Gloria, about
Gloria's dope. Gloria's dope. Gloria's the, that's the concept record, though.
What's his,
I think Gloria.
Oh, wait. Who is on
Yeah,
the song?
Gloria's about what you call it. That's about his pen, I think, right? He has a song about his pen. I think that's Gloria, right?
Oh, so is that a...
It's like a metaphor for his pen.
Oh.
Go listen to it again. He's talking about his pen.
I love his...
I think that's Gloria, if I'm not...
his new album.
Forgive me if I know that he has that
Kind
on
of
that.
like Tupac's Me and My Girlfriend, because that song's
Yeah,
about his gun.
that song's about his gun. Okay, let me see. Hold on. I want to make sure that I have the right.
Just
I think
Me
so.
and
No.
My Girlfriend. I love
There
that
she
song.
goes. There she goes. Let me see. Yeah, I think Gloria is the one about his pen. If you
Okay.
listen to the whole thing, if it
I'll
goes all the way
listen-
through,
re-listen to it. I
he
like
talks
that
about
song.
his pen.
I love how he used like mariachi.
Oh yeah, apparently,
Vocals.
I guess he met her at the Dodger game. He was at a Dodger game. I don't know if he was throwing a pitch out, but he was at a Dodger game and she was singing,
Oh wow.
and he liked what he heard. That's so raw to me. That's dope. Great album too. Great album. Got some bops on there, for sure. Great album. I rock with that. I really like that.
All right. Well, so you got a new single I saw just dropped. Back It Up.
Yes. Well, we actually just dropped California Sober.
Oh yeah, California Sober. That's the one.
Back It Up was before that. Yeah, shout out my boy Roddy Rax. We dropped Back It Up like in the summer. It was 4th of July. 4th of July, we dropped Back It Up. Yeah.
All right. So you're
Shout out Roddy Rax. But
Yeah, shout out
right,
Roddy Rax.
right now, California Sober, featuring the homie Sir Sayer. He's the kid that engineered my album. He recorded me for like 2 months while I was recording this new project, High Socks and Lo-Fi. And then he raps himself.
Yeah, I saw the music video.
So he was talking to my homie Dodger, my boy Dodger was like, "What's up, fool? You should do a track with Hazerd." And he was excited. He actually made the beat for it too. So, the kid's really talented. Like that beat is cold as f. Like that beat is dope. Like I really rock. When I first heard it, I was like, ugh.
Yeah, it's a good song.
So thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah, California Sober out now. We're working on a California Sober challenge right now.
What's that?
So
Did I just ruin it?
no, you're good. Actually, this is probably perfect. 'Cause I got a couple days to get this in order. But so basically, California Sober Challenge is going to be show me your favorite meal, show me your favorite munchie, show me your favorite thing you like to eat when you're busy being California sober.
So is this like a late night after you come home from the club?
I mean, it could be if that's when you get California sober. Well, I mean, when do you get the munchies?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So but it could be, it could be that. But it's like, you got to be careful. I don't want a bunch of people just blowing smoke at the camera. You know what I'm saying? Because then it's like, IG be hating. So
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I was trying to be, creative, and we're gonna kind of do some good with it. So what we're gonna do is show me your favorite munchie meal, whatever the case is. Make it look dope if you want. Go crazy. Play it. Use the California Sober song on Instagram. It's on TikTok as well. You can use it. Asking that you make sure you throw the hook in there. Roller, who lost the remote controller? That part, right? Make sure you put the hook in there. And
Your favorite munchie.
I'm really faded. Yeah, your favorite munchie meal, and it could be something that you make at home. It could be like if you like to get a shake from this restaurant and fries from this restaurant. You do whatever. Get creative with it if you like. The thing that tickles your fancy when you want to smoke the devil's dandruff.
So when you
devil's lettuce. The devil's dandruff's the other shit. All right. You want to smoke the devil's lettuce? No, I listen. Hold on. I do not freebase crack cocaine. I don't. It's not part of my life. Not part of my life. I do a little too. No, I'm just kidding. No, hey, devil's lettuce.
All right, so how are you going to kick this off, this competition then, or this campaign? Are you going to, lead by the example? Are you going to show us one?
I'm still mad that I said devil's dandruff, but yeah, I'm going to do one. So I'm going to do one. We're going to do one shortly. I got to hit up the homie. I got to make sure that he's down. But basically what's going to happen is I'm going to do one. I'm going to announce the sponsors of the contest. We're asking that you use the sound, show us your favorite munchie meal. Post it, tag me, and then I'll be reposting the ones that I think are dope. And then we're gonna attempt, if it's possible, if you live out of state and you got some weird shit I can't do, or some far shit I can't do it. But if it's local, whatever the case is, if it's easily replicable, that's the other thing. Include this, okay? If you got fucking Himalayan mountain water that you fucking like to sprinkle, you know what I'm saying, with a little bit of fucking Epsom salt and put that in your gums when you're high. I don't know, bro. I'm just saying, that's not, you know what I mean? Just if it's a fucking cheeseburger, it's a cheeseburger, okay? All right, okay, so that being said, we're gonna pick the ones we like. We're gonna try them. And if we do like your meal or whatever, the winner's gonna get a prize pack. You can get some flour, you can get some clothes,
Sweet.
a gift certificate to a place, whatever. And then what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to make it kind of cool. We're trying to get some sponsorships, so we give some meals back to the community.
Oh, dope.
So that's what I'm working on this next week.
All right.
But by the time this comes out, we'll be good. California Sober Challenge. Show me your favorite meal while you're California sober. Make sure you tag me on Instagram at I'm a Hazerd, the letter I, the letter M, the letter A, HAZERD, at I'm a Hazerd. Make sure you tag me in it. And if your profile's private, I can't do nothing with that. Okay? Do not be. Look. I don't want to be mean, but hey, look, my profile's private, but I tagged you in something. I really would like you to see it. Can you follow me back? Look,
that's
man,
too much effort, guys.
Here's the thing. I got right now we got a little over 30,000.
Hazard's busy.
30,000 followers. If I did that for I don't even think it's not even allowed. I can't. And then here's another fucked up thing. I follow so many people back out of the courtesy of following people back that I don't even see people that I actually know that I'd be wondering how they doing. I gotta go to their page. Because Instagram don't even show me that. They just show me all the homies that I do music with and shit like that. So that's what's going on in my life. But it's chill.
What happens if TikTok has to go down?
I mean, a lot of my audience has migrated to Instagram, and I don't even really post so much on TikTok anymore. I am forever grateful to the boost that my career got from TikTok, but
Okay.
That app, they don't care about us. And by us, I just mean rappers kind of in general, and just I just feel like the platform's not friendly to hip hop at all. Anyways, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to the people that tuned in, the people that watched me, and the people that became fans. I'm grateful to them. And if they like to use TikTok, that's dope. I don't knock them for it at all. But I really don't like the app. I'm gonna be honest. I don't. They haven't been helpful to me at all. They've been a hindrance. They've flagged my videos. They banned videos. They whatever. It's happened multiple times.
Yeah, I tried Burner's social media. Did you try his?
I liked it. It just nobody wanted to go over there.
Yeah.
That's what it's like. Oh, it's another app. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's how people feel, But I liked it. I posted a few times over there. People.
I can't remember what it was called, but
Social Club.
Social Club. Okay.
Social Club.
Because that sounds like Donald Trump's. Isn't Donald's like this?
No, I think it was I think it was a social club.
I
Yeah.
wonder what Donald Trump's is. Is this like social truth or something? I might be tripping.
Truth Social.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
But yeah, before we wrap it up, let's talk about what you're doing in 2025. Like,
Trying to get rich as.
all right.
A lot of music dropping. High Socks and Lo-Fi, hosted by Julio G, produced by Zapata the Ghost.
What kind of project is that? Is that a full album?
It's 9 songs, and we're gonna call it like a mixtape-ish kind
Okay.
of. It's a I feel very, very good about it. I've gone back and forth about whether I want to call it an album. I do think it's a complete thought. It's a complete body of work. There's no fat on it. I believe in all 9 records. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know if we're gonna call it officially an album or not. But I will say that I am like the most proud of this body of work, like than I've ever been, for sure. I'm very, very confident in what we're getting ready to put out. Just as far as quality goes, like I don't really give a fuck what the numbers are. I really don't, because like we're starting to learn. You know,
Shit can be inflated.
I think we've known that a long time, but I mean, it's starting to really, really come to like common knowledge, you know? So it's like, I don't know. To me, like I don't really, I ain't tripping off of that. I want to put the music out, and I want to see how it makes people feel. I'm genuinely excited for that.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, so we're gonna drop that. And then got a single coming. You saying collabs. I got a single coming with Yellow Hill.
Okay.
Song's called Come With It. Very, very excited. Had a little production snafu, so we had to have a beat remade. But
that happens.
Yeah, but this new beat is crazy. I was just banging on the way over here.
Oh shit.
I was like, I listened to that thing like 5-6 times back, like we got one.
Oh shit.
So I just bumped into Yellow Hill at the studio when we were doing the video for California Sober. He was there.
Yeah, I saw him and do a cameo.
Yeah, so that was literally just because we bumped into him. And so he came in. He was real cool, man. Like, we were chopping it up, and he was asking me about that record. Because he's like, hey, what happened? What's cracking? We're going to put it out. Let's do a video. And I told him, like, look, I got to have this shit reproduced. He's like, all right, cool. As long as it sounds dope, I ain't tripping. So I was listening to it earlier. My engineer's got to add some drops in the beat. He's going to make sure that the track's as tight as it could be. But it's like 95% of the way there. And it sounds dope. That's a slapper right there.
Oh,
so
shit.
Come With It. Come With It, Hazerd, featuring Yellow Hill. I'm excited for that one. I think we're gonna fuck everything up with that. I think we're gonna fuck the strip clubs up with that one. We're gonna fuck the streets up with that one.
Damn.
No, I'm serious. It's
Yeah, I
dope.
believe you.
It's really, really dope. I'm excited for that one. So yeah, Come With It. Hazerd featuring Yellow Hill.
I love it.
Yeah. I'm excited for that.
More dope music on the way is always exciting, man.
Yes.
You guys are just keeping LA bubbling.
Let's do it.
So I'm so happy to have guests like you on the show and be a part of like some of the things you guys are doing, like seeing you at Conejos last night, you know, and seeing the camaraderie that was happening in the green room. It was like such great vibes, you know. And
yeah, it was a good time. I would agree with you. It was like nobody was tripping. You know what I mean?
It was super fun.
Everybody was there like to really have a cool time.
Yeah.
It was dope.
And Conejo played with live instruments.
Yeah, the homie Eric was in his band. They were killing shit. That was really dope. Yeah, it was a good time. I enjoy watching, you know, him work with a band because I'm probably be working with a band soon. My boy Eric is on stage with him. Gonna be working on some music with him as well.
Dude.
So yeah, I'm gonna be busy 2025.
Hell yeah, man. We'll have to have you come back on the show again.
I'll let's do it.
I would love
that. When the project comes out, let me see if I can bring try to bring Julio G through.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, let me talk to him. I'm over here volunteering him for shit. My bad, OG. But look, it'll be dope. We'll come through and we'll do a conversation. Yeah, because me and Julio are gonna do something kind of cool for the rollout of the project.
Yeah, he's
I'm
a
excited.
legend.
Yeah, I'm really excited, man. And he's very gracious. Like he's like so humble and cool. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, before you go, I want to ask you kind of what your thoughts are on the shit in the sky. Is it a drone? Is it the UFO? Is it...
They came out the other day, I guess. The military said it was like some like private training exercise or whatever. That's
but
all
all
they could
over
say.
the world?
They were saying,
the
the ones in
United-
Jersey specifically, they were saying
Okay.
there's been a military exercise, that's all they can say.
So are you inherently not a conspiracy theorist? Are you one of those people that was like, there's an explanation?
Okay, so here's the way. It's
If it
not
could
that
be
I don't,
explained away, you prefer that.
it's not even that. Very respectfully, let's assume the worst. What the fuck are we gonna do about it? Like really, what are we gonna do about it?
Oh, we can't do anything about it.
Nobody gonna do shit. Like, so me personally, I'm aware of what you're talking about. I'll pay attention to the actual happenings in the world so that I'm aware. And I'll kind of like file it away, like, okay, yeah, that's going on. That's a thing. I know that there's a conflict in the Ukraine. I know that there's a conflict in you know, the Middle East, right? Palestine, Israel, and all that, right? I understand these things, but I don't like concern myself with them because what the fuck am I gonna do about it? Nothing.
All right.
I try to focus on things that I could
Control.
impact. We were at a toy drive earlier, a toy giveaway, right?
Okay.
I'm there for that. Toy drive, I'm there for that. Bring whatever. Like, yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to do so. You know what I'm saying? I can control that. There's a kid that'll have a toy this Christmas, you know, either an extra one or might not have had one at all, and they're gonna have one now, and their Christmas could be a little cooler, and that's somebody that's having a good time in my community. You know what I'm saying? So like, what am I gonna do? What the fuck am I gonna do about drones in Jersey? I hope nothing happens to those people. That's fucked up. Like I hope they don't, I don't know, fucking get a laser beam shot at them or whatever the fuck, you know? I don't. What is it about the aliens that they like to play in people's booties? What the fuck is that? What is that? Why is that the anal probing thing? Why is that a thing?
Oh, man.
What the fuck is that?
All right. Well, that to me sounds like people just inserting.
No, I'm serious though. That's a thing though. You can Google that shit. Google alien anal probe. It's a thing. Anyways, neither here nor there. I hope nobody in Jersey gets a laser in their booty. All right. Genuinely, I hope none of that. Okay, but assuming that that's not what it is, that it is some new fucking plane that can, you know, shit a flame out of its ass. Assuming that's what it actually is. Okay, they were testing it. Oh, it's bad for the environment. Yeah, you're right. They shouldn't do that. They probably shouldn't. The fuck are we gonna do about it? None. So.
That sounds like a new show title. What the fuck are we gonna do about it?
None. So I figured just like, you know, roll it, you know, spark it up and just, you know, I keep myself aware so that if shit goes, you know, batshit crazy in the Ukraine, I'm not like, oh my God, why? Oh yeah, the fucking Ukrainians and Russians got into it, now we're fucked. Great. You know what I mean? Life's gonna suck. I'm gonna grow a third leg, a fourth leg. You know.
Okay, if you guys got that.
And
you
so
guys got
it's all bad, it's, you know, and then you're gonna be right there, all fucked up, all chueco, and then dead. Why? Because the shit that happened over there in the Ukraine. At least you know. At least you know why, right? It's still gonna happen. I'm still gonna get the third, fourth leg, and you're still fucked.
All right.
It's all, you know, it's all bad.
Okay. Okay.
You know, so instead, I like to keep myself like on a moderate amount of
Smart.
cannabis, you know,
All right. That's
and
smart.
stay hydrated, you know. And kids,
Very
if you're
important.
in school and you don't want to go to college, that's on you. Go become like an electrician and get your CDL or something.
Yeah, just get something, a skill set you could make money on
You know, I would say that.
consistently while you're really building up your.
Do that.
your
Don't listen to me
dreams.
right now. Look, I love this. Don't be a rapper. I'm telling you right now, just don't do it. You don't want to do that. All right? Jada Mack, that's the last one.
He's the last kid.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody else, y'all don't be rappers.
No,
That's
stay in
it.
school, kids.
Stay in school and, you know, yeah.
All right, guys. This has been our new episode with Hazerd.
Yeah.
Wishing everybody happy holidays and stay tuned with us. Don't forget to share this video, like, comment, subscribe. We'll have Hazerd's social media in the comments.
Yeah.
And
I wish the best to the anuses of the residents.
Pray for the residents, but
All right, I wish y'all the best. But I ain't gonna pray for them, but I just wish them the best. Okay, I don't wish you any ill will or any lasering. You know, I don't know where that, super pause, but if applicable. All right, y'all have a good one.
Peace out, guys.